Cochrane's beginning was in the early 1880s when a town site was granted to the CPR. That town was named Cochrane after Senator Matthew Cochrane, the cattle breeder who formed the Cochrane Ranch Company in 1881. In 1883, the railway came to the town and a small station and section house were built, and this was followed by a few stores, a hotel, and some homes. Cochrane then began to grow. A new train station and water tower were built, and settlers took up homesteads, and businesses sprang up to service the area. Why don't you join us on a visit to some of the historic buildings on Main Street?
Oh, Heavenly Others having trouble. They got stalled in the start. Like the guitar house gets the big jump as Heavenly Others.
Anderson's General Store was built in 1929 and operated until around 1980. The Union Bank and the post office were also housed in this building. Currently, Trailblazers Camping and Outdoor Store resides in this location.
He's sleeping in a hammock or something, so
Oh,
just so he doesn't get soaked.
Farther down the street is McKay's Ice Cream, this building being constructed at the end of the 19th century and is the oldest building on its original site downtown. It was originally a general store with living quarters above. In 1948, Jimmy McKay bought the business and operated as the Red and White. Then it became J.A. McKay General Merchant and began to make and sell ice cream. Eventually the name was changed to McKay's Ice Cream, a famous stop in Cochrane for visitors from around the world. Jimmy's granddaughter and her husband now run the store. Just across the street is the Cochrane Hotel, built in 1904. The hotel was originally clapboard and then bricked over, earning it the nickname of the Brick Hotel. When Prohibition occurred in 1916, the hotel was closed down and its contents were seized for non-payment of taxes. During this time, Mr. Webster bought the building, and the main floor was converted into the People's Cash Store, a bakery, and a tea room, and rooms were rented upstairs. After Prohibition ended in 1924, the building was reopened as a hotel. Until the early 1950s, hundreds of Calgarians came to the hotel because it allowed mixed drinking, something that was not allowed in Calgary's establishments. In 1989, it was restored and renamed the Rocky View Hotel, and it is the third oldest working hotel in Alberta. Farther down the street from the hotel is the Howard Block, and it originally started as a general store in 1908. In 1912, the Oddfellows Lodge was started in the upstairs of the building, and the upstairs hall was the largest in town and was known as Chester's Dance Hall in the 1920s. The main floor was home to many businesses over the years, including a post office, meat market, cafe, and hardware store. Currently, two gift stores, Heavenly Outhouse and Poor David's, can be found in the building. Chapman House, farther down the street, was the home of the twin brothers Andrew and Robert Chapman from Scotland. The brothers started a contracting business and built many homes and commercial buildings in Cochrane and area. Robert became the manager of a garage, and Andrew was both a mayor and a postmaster in Cochrane. The home is now the location of Schooners on First, a seafood restaurant. After having finished our visit of downtown Cochrane, the historical part, we'd like to invite you to come back and enjoy the rest of Cochrane and the many wonderful things that you would find here. We'd very much like to thank you for coming and supporting local businesses in the town.